Welcome once again, family. Soon after the Geza Revolution declaration that Mnangagwa must step down for years, forsaken the war veterans, is forsaken many people, and also the citizens of Zimbabwe. We saw Mnangagwa and his cabal beginning to spring into action, where he has come up with new ganandas that he is giving millions and millions to run around the country, and starting now to reach out to the war veterans with funny little matchbox houses and boreholes, cash, and stuff like that. Then the other thing that was so surprising, which we spoke about and condemned, was the idea of giving very old people bicycles. And we were saying, if Mnangagwa was really serious about doing something for the war veterans, why didn't he at least give them motorbikes? At least motorbikes, because he could still afford to buy them aquas if he wanted, because the money is there, and it's not even his money. But the fact that Mnangagwa is doing things half-heartedly, he doesn't even want. He's just doing it because of pressure. We are now seeing quite funny comparison between two groups of people that Mnangagwa is rewarding. Emerson Mnangagwa rewards Varakashi with the double cabs while war veterans get bicycles. Just imagine. It is quite so ironic that he can be rewarding somebody like this young woman, Christine Charumbira, who is a very vocal Varakashi on social media. She has just been awarded this D4D, GT6 car, big car, legend, and for what? And just for making noises and saying Mnangagwa Indijo 2013, what stuff like that, just writing, all that is enough to reward such a person with this car, while war veterans are getting bicycles. And you can just ask yourself to say, okay, so Mnangagwa is simply demonstrating to the whole country who is who, actually, to him. The value of the war veteran versus the value of those that are singing his praises is seen on this. This is why we've been saying that war veterans, don't be hoodwinked by Mnangagwa into believing that he now has changed, he now has turned a saint, and he loves everyone, and he's going to be now a good man and stuff like that. And I was saying last time that you just get what Mnangagwa is bringing you, war veterans, but still demand that he must go. Yes, we can't ask you to not to take what he's giving out, because after all, it's the money that belongs to us. It's the money that he has stolen from Zimbabwean people. So we can't afford to not to take that, take everything that he's bringing, but still maintain that Mnangagwa must just go. We can't have a situation where Mnangagwa is just playing around with people of Zimbabwe as if we are Nini Kampoops. We don't know what we are doing. We are bunnyheads. He alone is the shrewd contriver who turns around everyone just like that. We can't afford that. So this is a demonstration by Mnangagwa that everything that he is doing is not sincere. He's not honest in his dealing with the war veterans. And after all, it's not only war veterans too that are suffering. Every Zimbabwean is suffering. So if you will take money and start to give to the war veterans, and yet you ignore the rest of the people. Actually, war veterans are just a small fraction of the suffering masses of Zimbabwe. So if you are going to reward war veterans, what are you telling us about the masses of Zimbabwe? So you don't care, as long as it is this group, a group that you think that are a threat to you, that could possibly push you out of power. The rest of the Zimbabwean people, you don't care, because they will do nothing to you. So anyone who is a threat to you is the one that you can attend to, and still not wholeheartedly again. Just showing that he's a dishonest man, is a man that nobody can bank on as a man to work with. Mnangagwa must simply be allowed to go. Zimbabwean people, war veterans, everyone is supposed to join hands and push this thief out. Mnangagwa must just go. This fake man must simply vacate, and we allow Zimbabwe to be reborn. We want to see a new Zimbabwe that has a new government, a new leadership, some people that have a different thinking and thinking patterns that can start to change Zimbabwe and make it a better place. We need a government that will create a condition that will allow our people who are all over the world to be able to come back. People in the diaspora, people that are suffering, Zimbabweans dying outside their own motherland. We need to have everyone back in the nation, to a working economy, to a working country, and everyone can bring their skills and come and invest back in our country, and Zimbabwe will be working once again. This is very possible as long as we join hands as the people of Zimbabwe to push this evil government out. This government must just go. We need to fight so hard to make sure that Zimbabwe is set free. Zimbabwe will be free as long as Zimbabwean people are determined to fight, as long as we continue to pray and believe God and take action where action is needed. Then we shall be able to push Emmerson Mnangagwa and his cabal out of our country, and we begin to work our country out. Otherwise, this is the situation, and this is what is on the ground. Let's continue to believe God for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a great country. Zimbabwe is a blessed country. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. You are blessed.